Hi, I'm Flavia Delmonte from FlaviLiciousFitness.com, bringing you your Wednesday workout. Today we are back in the Delmonte gym with Vanessa. Thank you so much for being here. We are going to go through some strength-based workouts. So we're going to increase your strength in the month of April. So we're going to have a really short workout, and then we're going to add on some abs at the end of our workout just to get our abs involved. All right, you ready?
I'm ready.
Ready to build some strength?
Sounds good.
Okay, we're going to start off with some chin-ups. And I'm going to teach you how to do some negatives. So if you can't do chin-ups, or if you can only do a few, that's totally okay. I'm going to teach you how to work your way up so that you can start doing like 4 sets of 10.
That's the plan.
That's your goal. Okay, so negatives build strength. So anytime you do negatives for any single exercise, it's going to build tons of strength. So what I mean by negatives is the way out of the movement. So for the chin-ups, it's going to be her descending. So go ahead and jump up, and you're just going to slowly come down as slow as possible, and then push right back up. Good. And the goal is to do 20 of these. Again, work your way up. 20 might be a little bit too much. How many do you think that you can do?
I'm gonna go for at least 10 or 10.
Okay, keep going. Every single time you're probably gonna find that you're coming down a lot faster, which is okay. Once you stop once you can't even descend anymore, and you're just kind of like flop down. That's when you know that you're done. Good, yep. Maybe one more and then see. Good, that's okay. It's totally fine. Every single week you're gonna get stronger. As soon as you can do about 20 negatives at a really nice pace, usually you can do 1 chin-up. So then you will start with your 1 chin-up, and then the rest of the reps will do negatives. And every single week you'll see that you have more strength. So it's okay if you start off and you can't do anything at all. That's okay, you're still stimulating the muscles. Actually, just hanging there will help you work those muscles. So especially if you're not used to it, people that are new to resistance training, a chin-up might be like ridiculously hard. And so what you're gonna do is you're just gonna hang there. Then eventually you're gonna be able to jump up and lower yourself like for a second. And then every single time that you do it, you're gonna be challenging yourself more, and it's gonna get easier and easier. Okay, so we're gonna move on to the next exercise, which is the squat. So in order to build strength using a squat, we are gonna be working with our tempo. So what that means is that in the eccentric phase, so when she's going down into her squat, we're really gonna be going slow. We're gonna take 3 seconds to lower. We're gonna do no pause at the bottom, and then we're gonna come up for 3 seconds, and then we're not gonna pause at the top. So what that tempo looks like is 3-0-3-0. So Vanessa, go ahead and start lowering yourself for 3 seconds. And again, she's going to lower down until as soon as she sees a tilt in her pelvis, we know that she shouldn't go any lower, because we know that her form is being compromised, and then some of her back muscles are being used. So right now it looks good. She's getting down enough, and there's no tilt in the pelvis, but she does need to lower down a little bit slower and come up a little bit slower. That's better. No pause at the top, just go right back into the movement. No pause at the bottom. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, no rest. 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 Perfect. And the weight depends on your strength, obviously. She's gonna be doing a weight that she can do 15 reps. Perfect form, but that on her 15th rep, like her 12th to 15th rep, she's gonna start really fatiguing, and then she's gonna do 20 reps. So it's gonna be hard for her to do 20 reps, and that's gonna really increase her strength. Okay, moving on to the chest. We're really targeting big muscle groups here, if you haven't noticed. Increasing strength, we have to work big muscle groups because that's where all of our strength comes from. So we're gonna be using our chest muscles here. We're gonna do an incline dumbbell press. Again, the weight depends on her 15 rep max. So she's gonna be able to do 15 reps, perfect form. The last about 12 to 15 reps are gonna be hard, and she's gonna push to do 20. So we're gonna work our way up to 20. So 15, she should be doing 15 rep max. so that on our 15th, she obviously can't do a 16. And then as the weeks go by, we're gonna try to increase that up to 20 reps. We're not gonna go any lower with our elbows than shoulder height. We're just gonna go parallel to the floor. And she looks good. Pop back up. Make sure that your abdomen's nice and tight. You're pushing your back against the bench so that you're not compromising your back. Good job. And of course, we're really emphasizing the chest. Whenever you're working out with weights, you want to think about the muscle that you're actually using, and you want to try to initiate the movement through that muscle group. Looks great. Okay, moving on to our Romanian deadlifts, or a straight leg deadlift. Again, using a weight that you would feel like you can do about 15 total, and then we're gonna work our way up to 20 reps. So we're gonna start with barbell weight. Definitely recommend you always trying the barbell first, and then if you need to add weight, you can. What we didn't talk about is that we are resting for 40 seconds in between each exercise, by the way. Okay, so let's get down into our Romanian deadlift. And you wanna make sure that you keep the bar against your legs so that the bar is touching your legs the entire time. And again, taking those hips and pushing your butt way out here is gonna get you into the position that you need. One really cool trick that I always do when I do stiff leg deadlifts is I think about squeezing my hamstrings. So think about like just tearing your hamstrings because you're squeezing it so hard, and that makes such a huge difference. So on the way up and on the way down. And again, you're gonna be using the same tempo, 3-0-3-0, on everything, even your chin-ups, but I understand that that's difficult to do with your chin-ups. Lowering yourself for 3 seconds, that's your goal. So here you're gonna be going down for 3 seconds, no stop at the bottom, and then up for 3 seconds. Those look awesome. Good. Okay, we're gonna rack that, and then we're gonna rest for 40 seconds, and we're gonna go through that same strength circuit 2 to 5 rounds. So let's start with 2 for today. The next week that we do it, we'll increase it to 3 rounds, 4, and then by the time that we get to 5, then we have to switch up our program a bit. Okay, so let's start some ab training. So we've completed our second round on our strength building circuit, and now we're going to work our abs. So we're going to grab a medicine ball and do some V-ups to start. We're gonna go through 3 different exercises back to back without resting, and then after the third exercise, we're gonna rest for 30 seconds, and then complete that for 2 to 5 rounds as well. If you're new to doing abs, you can stop at 2 rounds, and if you are keen, you can go to all 5 rounds. And of course, you can work your way up. That's why I give the rep ranges. The set ranges 2 to 5 is because every single week I want you to challenge yourself and try to get in that extra set. Okay, so let's do 2 rounds for this workout. So the trick to abs is getting your shoulders off the ground. So that's when you're really gonna be emphasizing your abdominals. And we're gonna be doing 3 exercises that work the core. Mainly, we're gonna be focusing on the rectus abdominis, so the abdominals that make up the 6-pack, which I have such a beautiful 6-pack right now. We're not gonna be really working our obliques so much. We're just gonna keep the emphasis on the rectus abdominis, and we're gonna be doing 15 set reps of these. And then we're gonna move into a Russian twist. So you can show them what the Russian twists look like. Of course, the heavier the medicine ball, the harder it's gonna be as well. So that's another thing that you can manipulate next week or in a couple of weeks, increase the weight of your medicine ball. If you don't have a medicine ball, a dumbbell works very, very well as well. Good. Want to keep our legs up so that we're working our core even more. Good. And then our last one, we're going to do 15 of that one as well. Then our last one, we're just going to be doing some toe touches, and we're going to be doing single leg on this one. So we are still working some of our obliques in this, but we're going to target the 6-pack more so. Good. And 15 a leg. You getting tired out?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that completes our Workout Wednesday. Thank you so much for watching. Vanessa, thank you so much for being here.
Thanks
How you feeling?
Very tired.
Yeah, good. If you have any questions, please post them below, especially if you're confused on the tempos or if you're confused on the 15 rep max. Let me know below and I will do my best to answer you as soon as possible. Thanks for watching and I'll see you soon.